Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to what I think is going to be a short episode of World of Warcraft. I'm literally just doing this for the dungeon. I'll probably have to tie it into another episode that I might do in a couple of days' time, because I am going to be doing 2 dungeons. Hopefully it all goes well, because my internet connection at the moment is a bit bad. So yeah, my connection has been a bit slow, so fingers crossed we're going to be okay. But Sword Bloke has been kind enough to invite me, so yes, we are making our way slow but surely to Scarlet Monastery. And this is the part where we find out if we're actually high enough level or not. So hopefully my connection sorts itself out, because I really don't want to be like invested and not be able to contribute to the fight. So, and if not, I will have to sort that out and maybe rejoin. But so far, I don't think it's all that bad. Because I was attempting to upload the previous part. I think the next person to join has... I was about to die. Oh dear. That's our tank, I'm guessing. Possibly. Edit mode. Is it edit mode? No, it'll be bartender. Yeah, for some reason, this button doesn't always want to change. So it goes into my chat bars a bit. Might just move it there. A bit odd, I appreciate. But that button doesn't want to move. So I might just say, fuck it, it's going there. Yeah, it's coming up some text. But to be honest, yeah. So because I like to record, as I say, every single aspect of this character, I really don't want to leave anything out. And I want to show you the dungeons, because I did Wailing Caverns. The Horde dungeon over here in Barrens, and I wanted to show that experience off, but I was doing it on an alt, and I thought I've got to go. I've got to go to college, you see, so like I can't really show that dungeon off. So the way to this place is up here, and into here. And I've just got to hope to God that I can actually do this dungeon. I'm level 34, so I think I can. I don't think I'm actually too high level for the other stuff. So doing 2 dungeons, hopefully... Ah yeah, my connection is sorting itself, that's good. So, hopefully we can get through this. We do actually have a healer here. I think our druid is our healer. They look like a Death Knight there. Looks like the Death Knight portrait almost. Death Knights also have that hair colour a lot. So yeah. So we're going to be doing 2 dungeons today. And I look forward to seeing them, because the Scarlet ones are my favourite ones. And I didn't want to miss a chance to do this. I shouldn't be doing this tonight, because it might take it might take us like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to get them done, I'm not sure. Realistically, I don't think it's going to take that long, but just in case, because some of these dungeons, again, I saw in Catalysm how they changed, and they were significantly shorter there than they are here. But it's also a chance to level up as well. So... yeah, I haven't got much loot, room for loot. Let's start making some room for loot. Spirit. And intellect. Oh, no, I already got intellect. No! I'll disenchant that at some stage. Yeah, a lot of these are just for disenchanting, aren't they? down the random wizards. Plenty of soul shards. Plenty of stuff. So, actually, that's the last thing I was going to do that. Okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing these dungeons as they were. I don't want to take a chance because I was saying to someone yesterday, like we're talking about the dungeons and how some people unfortunately ruin the fun for others in pugs or pick-up groups, as they're called, and where you have a lot of players who unfortunately they treat the game very competitively. And like, you must rush, and you must do this, and you must have the best gear, and you must rush ahead and everything. It's like, guys, if I wanted to rush, I'd be playing MOP, and I'd be doing challenge mode. I get that people's time is important, but at the same time, I also think we're all here for different things, okay? And just as, you know, I've always said this though, it's like, look, in a random group, because like we had this a lot with things like kick functions and everything, this sort of conversation of like, what should you do in this situation? Like, can you kick during combat or not? And it's like, look, because I was in defense of the LFG tool, because it's all I really knew back in Catalysm, because the LFG tool, the matchmaking tool that would teleport you to the dungeon automatically, that was yes, it was a very good tool, and yes, it was incredibly quick and handy for leveling, and dungeons were fast and everything. I will say this though, that like the attitude that I had towards it was, look, it's not a good group finding tool, it is not a friend finding tool, it is a group finding tool. It doesn't matter your playstyle, it doesn't matter your feelings on a particular subject or a playstyle. I don't think I'm going the right way. Oh no, but I think I am actually. Zog. Yep. It's like you will always meet different people and different playstyles, and it's not up to you to dictate their gameplay. Something I've learned is, like, don't get me wrong, I like getting into debate and discussion and things like that, but I've come to realise there's a lot of people who I can't just change easily, and they don't want to be changed, and that's fine. It's perfectly okay that they don't want to be changed. Now this is getting into the city. This is Lordaeron here, or would be known as Lordaeron, but here we have Undercity. This is where the undead live. And just like this, so the undead start zone is there, and then they have their main city there, and you actually go inside the ruins of Lordaeron there, and you can explore the ruins of Lordaeron, but you go underneath the city of Lordaeron, and that's where they all live, which is a really cool idea. And I think it was rumoured. I mentioned this to the previous video as well. I think it was rumoured, but I don't think it was ever confirmed. It might have been an urban myth. where you could there's a zeppelin. Monastery, there we go. You could actually stand in the throne room and hear the I think it was King Tyrannus Manethil, who was like wailing as his son slew him in the throne room. When Arthur's went completely batshit insane. I mean, who wouldn't, right, after the things he's gone through, but yeah. Hello, Johnbonne. We have a Johnbonne in our guild. Johnbonne. I'm John, so sorry. I keep struggling to clean it. I've been painting today. I've been painting my Gene Stealer cult Brood Brothers, the High Fleet Manalishi. I've settled on the name because I was going to go for like Carnes originally. I thought no, let's not go for Manalishi because Manalishi hasn't been taken yet. I have got a backup name in case not. Yeah, some grim imagery there. Yes. Let's just make sure that Logan Paul's not there. No. Or was it the other one? I can't remember. Alpha Paul, hello. Yeah, hello, mate. Let's have a look. That's for Scarlet Monastery. Well, we're level appropriate, that's good because there's Scarlet Scout there. So I think everyone's making their way. Right, I'm here now if you need someone. So this is the Scarlet Monastery. So this is where the Scarlet Crusade live. And the Scarlet Crusade are they're like the Spanish Inquisition. They're extremist, ultra-religious paladins. And they are similar to the Silver Hand, like they hate the undead, all that sort of thing, like paladins do. But they are also big on torture. Like they're witch hunters, sort of thing. They also are completely uncompromising with the undead of the Forsaken, like the sentient rather than just the enslaved undead.
I need to get closer.
So Sword Bloke is already here, I believe.
I don't have a target.
Oh, it's not. I'll just make I'll look busy. So I need Yadoct to get here and help us out. While I'm here... Oh, well done, someone's done achievement for the eye. Nice. Can I just chill it? I can't do my shitty bits. I do like this. I do like this item. I'm gonna keep it though. If I will. I will just chill that actually. So the Scarlet Crusade, they're evil. Ah, there he is. Dakota. So, oh shit, he's flagged for PvP. Is anyone here flagged for PvP? Right, let's sort of look. Oh, you added a portal? Right, I'll help you. Yeah, so I changed the UI because I just wasn't overly keen on it. LVI right now. It's not a bad. It's not a bad add-on by any means, but it's just one that we're not really. We're all here, huzzah!
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Right, has everyone got water breathing? Yeah, we've all got water breathing. We're all ready to go into a place that has no water. Fantastic. Right. We're ready. We're ready to do a completely land-based dungeon. We're actually doing 2 today. Nice. But yeah, Skeleton Monastery. I love Skeleton Monastery. Yeah, it might be a mage. I'm going to give you that anyway. I don't think it was though. You got your water breathing? Good. Cat decided to want food. Right. Okay. It is a quite... It can be quite tightly knit. I think there's quite a few patrols as well, so you don't really have much room to maneuver. Right, everyone's got the water breathing. Fantastic. We are basically raid ready. So he used the Eye of Kill to scout ahead. I love the Eye of Kill rogue ability actually, I think it's really cool. It can save you so much hassle, like you'll never need it in any other expansion. But in the older expansions, pretty darn useful. So these aren't elite enemies, so I think I can just do some standard run soul stuff. Yeah, my bars are a bit all to cock because thank you. Oh shit. Now it's starting to get the elite enemies. Okay. I'm guessing the Scryer is gonna... Right, stay here. Ah, pulling around the corner. I have to come. Okay, so bring them around. I'll just put the instant curses on the ones that are my main focus.
I can't cast that yet.
Christ, what is that ability? Is that a mage ability? Thunder and lightning, or is that a druid ability? It's gotta be a druid ability, right? Nature damage?
Tell me everything.
That spell.
Naughty secrets.
Oh, yeah, of course I get.
Secrets of your flesh.
Brass knuckles, fist weapon. You don't see many of those in this game. Don't need it somewhere. I should have greeted it actually for enchantment purposes. They're probably undead actually, so. Oh, nice! The chest, okay. Read.
That's still recharging.
Let's leave the healer alone. Yeah, so I need to keep in mind that drain life is
I can't cast that yet.
going to give me more stuff based on the amount of affliction effects on someone already. Oh, drain mana. It's not the most effective spell in this.
I need to target something first.
This area. This can be a bit tough, this part. Because you're having to contend with like all these spirits here. And you can either overpull them, and I think you can draw too much attention as well. Oh yeah, I think, is it that they explode or something like that?
That's still recharging.
supposed to be for this.
I can't cast that yet.
You're right there. I really do think I'm genuinely grateful for that. They're like, they're asking, do you want a mana break? I'm like, yeah, alright, thanks. It's like, here's me being like, oh, I need to life tap more. Holy shit, Shadow Bolt's damage.
My mana is low.
Ah, shit.
That spell isn't ready yet.
You're doing really well here.
That's still recharging. I can't cast
I'm gonna
it
train
yet.
life. You know what? I keep forgetting to do that stuff. I am. Curses, get out of here with that. I might have to make a macro for my auto attack and my pet attack. Because, oh dear, I think there's a boss up there. Do you have to summon the boss or something? Or was it you had to kill all the undead in here to get the boss? Oh, I see. Do we go into the crypt? Ah, you didn't do this before. The boss was just there. AoE drew too much aggro there. Jesus Christ, it's blind. Yeah, I must remember to add a warning to the beginning of this video. Because Christ, it's bad. Right. Out of curiosity, is there any way to reduce... Why the fuck is this all the way down?
We hunger for vengeance.
What makes sense? Ah, yes, he was. Yeah, so he didn't go in. Yeah, so this is the round one.
No rest for the angry dead.
Ah, I forgot about that. Nice. Battery's mantle. Oh yeah. Imagine what we're all gonna need on this.
Inventory is full.
I will get rid of the thing to there, to these. What mage mantle? Just go back all the way we came. Oh, that's it. So in... Yeah, so what would happen is, you'd go from here, you'd turn that way, down that way, and there'd be a path there to take you, I think, into the library next, if I'm not mistaken. So... yeah. Ooh. So that's actually that's going to carry us for quite a while. Let's get there.
That spell isn't ready yet.
So there you have it. You have this Scarlet Monastery. Well, the first part of this, so there's 4 parts to this as well. And I really like this hub-based design as well.
It's locked. It's locked.
Always.
It's locked.
Where? I think it's this one, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna guess. It's not this one.
It's locked.
I guess it's this one. Right? Right? Hey, this one. I finally found it. Gallants. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, it's the adult we want now because they're the healer.
I need a target.
Yeah, so I was saying. I was about to say before, I'll read them because I can't actually do much with them.
I need to target something first.
With the pacing of pacing of dungeons later on. One of the things, like, for God's sake, it's well, why when it does it. It's actually starting to give me eye strain. Oh yeah, you had the Houndmaster as well. I think he's actually this one. Yeah, the Houndmaster fight in MOP version, I think is really good. I think you throw like buckets of chum, just throw buckets of dog food on him, get the dogs to eat him. I think that was the kind of it. Yeah, so, with dungeons in retail WoW, what they've started doing is they've got solo dungeons, so like I think this is one of the different things it's where it's the idea of you can have like NPCs. It's like imagine these guys as bots or whatever. I think it's a really good idea. Because like the thing is that I say it's a good idea because look, WoW is a very different game to today. Like retail WoW is different today than it is then. So it's like, you know what, that's fine. If you've got like absolutely facilitate the single player stuff. Oh my word. Oh! This what happens when you zoom too far out. Whoops, I do this. I accidentally see the cells outside the boundaries of the game. Whoopsie, whoopsie. That's not really mystery, is it? And a statue there. can't even cast Mana Drain. I can't even have the mana to cast Mana Drain. And Master Lexi, that's his name.
Release the hounds!
Oh god, oh my! Yeah, this is gonna be a nostalgia hit, this. Because I remember it being in this little corner. You only have this as your arena. I only got this little area. If we're drinking up, then I'll drink up as well. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, no. What was that? Oh no, I must have been thinking I'm out. My apologies.
I need to get closer.
Yeah, I remembered. You're in that corner there. I don't think there's a particular boss I'm thinking of that I like. I don't really remember. Oh, there's I think, was it Herald?
I can't cast that yet.
You can, yeah. He's one of those the more iconic bosses because I think he drops gear that a lot of players really want, and it's a very good piece. Oh, it's the Herald set. I think it's no Herald, anyway. Hold on. No, I'm not blacksmith. I have an elk that's a blacksmith, but...
That's still recharging.
Oh yes, the chat one. Okay, that's fine. Duke the chaplain. Fastball dash. I'll read it, but I don't think I need it as much as nature. I'll drink up as well, why not? Because it's conjured, so it's with us for as long as I'm logged in. as being soloable or whatever in groups with like monsters and things. The way, wow. The social aspect is not really the same as such. And I don't think besides like raiding units as such, I'm not really willing to do unless it's like mythic. I don't think we're really questing together as such. Oh, this is always a pain as well because you always have some.
It's too far away.
This. Let's keep them alive. Yeah, because the guides, yeah, the game is completely different when you start getting into. Oh, nice. Void Heart Mental. Cool. Yeah.
I can't carry anymore.
Like I'd only really be doing like quests with other like consistent like spending like let's say if I was with someone I spend time on quest on a partner because it's like we play a lot of Friends as you might call it today. Friends was basically just like a game that like it's all everything's sloppy these days. So it's just one of those games that really
Inventory is full.
it's basically just something to it's a short lived bit of fun. It's plenty of friends. It's like flavour of the month basically. It's flavour of the month comic. And
Isn't ready.
it's like I'd love to play WoW because we push together we can do something and we just chat away as we do it.
My mana is low.
I'm gonna have to be able to see this one, but I would just chill out and play. Well, it's a subscription-based game, so yeah, it's like seriously like the best times I have in this game.
I need more mana.
When I'm doing dungeons, it's great. That's why like classic is right on. So easy to get it. I might play MOP Classic as part of a Let's Play series maybe, but that's the question. Village of the Titans. Now we have to read that book and get out of here. Yeah, because it's like I would play MOP, but the dungeons are the same because nobody talks. Nobody really wants to talk. they want to get through it. And as well, people expect it to sort of perfect, I guess. This happens to a lot of games as well. It's in Classic as well. And it's in groups where I think people forget themselves. And they forget that there is someone on the other side of the screen who is absolutely a human being. Oh, an offhand stave. That's a very interesting item.
I can't carry any.
That's the one shot. Oh, that's the tank. Tank aggro with me.
Inventory is full.
I really do get rid of something. Are those shoes? You give me more armor, but I do lose stuff as a result. Like, honestly, if I can tank as a solo player dungeon, I do it. Then, until I just do raids with the game. That's what I might do. I might actually do some tank training until board solo. And then just to build my confidence and skill set of what I might as well. Tanking is not as complex in this game as later. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's less, it's easier in this game, I'm saying it's less complicated. Because basically you have so much threat. I'm just screenshotting these just so I can look at them another day. Yeah. Oh yeah, these rooms, by the way, like that one, the past room, killers. I'm not joking. These, the library was, I think, the room that saw the most wipes and the scarlet stuff.
Spell isn't ready yet. I'm still recharging.
Easy to overcome. Everyone always underestimates the spellcasters.
I need a target.
Using his pull-out technique.
That spell isn't ready.
Oh yeah, there's three there. Piccolo of the Flaming Fire causes players to dance nearby. Just a little belly dance. Well, that's my belly dancing apparently. But it summons like a a naked, or rather, you know, alluring figure of a blood elf dancing, which is very funny because bombs. Okay, next group.
I'm out of range.
Just gonna make him come out again. Spell's gonna fail, who cares? Corner. You have to explore this entire room. And the whole party would die. And it happens so often. It's funny, but it's also like helpful. Because honestly, you will just like 1 minute you're full of this. I think out of all the times that we've liked in these sort of rooms, we've survived. We've clutched victory once. Putting water. Oh, I keep forgetting! I have Siphon Life. I need to have this as like a main power ability, I really do.
You will not defile these mysteries.
I can't cast that.
Oh, I remember in oh,
Burn in righteous fire.
gallery. Yeah, so like it sent like balls of fire. Dead man's hand, it's a finger. Yes. Rubber done. It's not really good for me. Well done. People just need to know because it's a purple item.
Outstanding!
Hail
'Cause
to the knight!
I'm not a tank. Oh, hang on. Strongbox. Calthazar in the form of the Scourge. Yeah. It's cool that the library actually does have books to read as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to a bit of World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, a Classic Anniversary Edition. I've been playing a bit of a Paladin. I've been playing Paladin lately, and yeah, properly as you might be able to guess. And I know I've got 2 warriors. I've got 2 tanks basically. I've got Withywarlock and Johnny Just, which I think Johnny Just might actually be my tank. But they don't get, because they have a really cool AoE ability called Consecration, and basically what you do is you drop that on the floor and you do damage in an area. Which I think is extremely cool. So, we've got a few quests to do here. So those are yellow quests. We'll do Traitors Among Us. We'll work here today. I think it's eventually is. Yes. I can't see the chat messages now. Right. Yeah, so today we're just doing... Oh yes, the reason why this video is going to be in basically ultra mega uploaded video is because OBS shit its pants again. In fact, you know what? We'll just quickly check something here. Let me check real quick the keybinds because okay. Right. Okay, then I think that might be why I'm not sure. Right, anyway, let's carry on. So, you seem like a sensible warlock friend. Do you remember the glory days of Theramore back before Jaina made us give up the fight against the Lord? You're sick of being told to stay up later or the orcs continue to provoke us? Your propaganda would work on me. Spout your treasonous filth elsewhere, traitor.
Safe travels.
It's people like you who weaken the Alliance and invite the Horde to take away all we've fought for. So, basically, what's sort of going on here is... So, Lady Jaina Proudmore is one of the biggest proponents of peace between the Alliance and the Horde. And...
Hey there. See you later.
You can't stop us from exposing the truth about Jaina's cowardice. Yeah, so she worked with Thrall to basically end the war, because otherwise I think the Horde would have basically kind of steamrolled things, and Thrall as well kind of wants peace. However, Thrall, being the war chief of the Horde, so it's like the king of the Horde,
Good day to you. See you around.
would later go on to becoming a shaman. It's shamanism to heal the world. Because when he goes to the ground and outland, he actually, I think he meets a woman called Agra, in relation to his wife, and she teaches him of their old shamanic ways, because he doesn't really like the idea of warlocks being the prime magicians of the Horde. He wants shamanism to do things, and this especially helps with the catalysm.
Need something? Have a good one.
Because Thrall is like a... I mean, I think he is a shaman, but he wants to get attuned with it. So he gets attuned with the elements of Outland. And interestingly, the elementals of Outland are different to the ones of this world. And what's even more interesting is that apparently in classic lore, the elementals are apparently enslaved by the old ones. So how elementals? So elementals do exist in other planets, which must mean that the Titans therefore came. So the Titans didn't really know of the of elementals until they came to Azeroth. So that must mean therefore that they went to Azeroth, or rather Draenor after.
How are you? Hey there.
Ah,
Safe
okay.
travel.
Oh, we've already done 5, so I'll tell you what, let's just get rid of one more.
Good day to you.
So yeah, so anyway.
I can't cast that yet.
They're very helpful to me. I might have to actually replace Immolate as my main one, just because let's have a look. Right. So it's like what? 265 damage, roughly. 15 health every 3 seconds, so 150 health. I will check to see if Siphon Life actually does damage, because if it... oh yeah, 140 mana, 155. So I'm actually going to see if it's worth it doing that. Right. Sergeant Amelin, I believe, is the person I need to see. No, Kaelia Hastings. Is the one I need to
How
see.
are you?
I think we managed to catch them off guard. Their agents will probably also safe within the city walls. Given time, the agitators will return to spread their lies again. Well, use the time you've bought to shut out their desert.
See you around.
Yeah. So the ship at Theramore is okay. So
Have a good one.
there's deserter propaganda here. I'll say yes. Yeah. So. Yeah. So yes, I really like Jaina Proudmore's contributions. This is what I like, because don't get me wrong, I know people call it like, oh, it's the world of Warcraft, not the world of Peacecraft. Whenever I talk about like how a lot of the Alliance and Horde stuff could work, and they could work together. The thing is that unlike in, say, for example, Warhammer, and even then, like in Warhammer, you have the end times, and everyone sort of deals with their own struggles and everything there. So. Oh yeah, 82, is it? 82. Cycle life and see if it's actually, is it just giving me life, or is it just like a healing ability?
I don't have a target.
Or is it doing damage to them, so... Line of sight is a bit funky. So he's actually doing damage. Okay, okay. So it just seems to be doing more damage. Oh dear, can I escape? Oh, I bet I have a soul stone, do I? Because not only am I dead, I'm also dead. I'm dazed to fuck. I was not prepared. So, yeah, so like, in 40k, for example, the reason why the armies aren't going to come together, in fact, there was a great chart in, I think it was one of the books, I don't think it was Armageddon, I think it was one of the campaign books, and basically it was like a sort of like a chart of saying like, right, who are these factions most likely to ally up with? So for example, like, the Astra Militarum, or the Imperial Guard, are likely to ally up with, they will ally up with Space Marines. They are very likely to ally with, Imperial Knights and Titans, all that sort of thing. They can work with the Eldar if the Eldar prove not to be a threat, or they provide intelligence. At the end of the day, most soldiers of the Astra Militarum kind of just want to make it out alive. So they don't really care who their orders come from. Even then, they're very unlikely to actually see the Eldar in a friendly light. It's usually going to be their officers, because the Eldar are going to seek information. And then you've got like the Eldar who are like, well, we'll be very reluctant to ally with the Dark Eldar, but if we need to do it because both our races are going to be destroyed, or both our armies are going to be destroyed, we're going to fucking ally. You know, that sort of thing. So that's very much that attitude. Interestingly, like Chaos Space Marines were, I think, one of the most fractured armies, because I think they were the least likely to ally with each other. But Necrons were the worst, because Necrons would not ally with other Necrons. They treated every other race in the game with equal contempt, even their own. So, because the Necron dynasties were so fractured as a people, there was realistically nothing they could do to be friends with one another, you know? I found that very interesting indeed. So, in WoW, the thing is though, in the Warcraft universe, the races are a lot more likely to get on. I can do drain life and I can get even more life out of them. It's quite costly compared to certain.
I need to target something first.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Mage Wreath cloth, nice. My favourite item icons.
I don't have a target.
Lots of instant spells. There we go. To you. Yeah, this is how War plays now. I know how it does. Okay. So yeah. Oh, the spell effects run out. Okay. Life 10.
Isn't ready yet.
Still ain't really got enough mana to drain life though. Go. Yeah, thanks for leaving me all these guys. Really appreciate that. Okay, so Fanzast, do you need how funnily to do?
That's still recharging.
Good life tap. Good life tap and drain life. Gonna be great synergy. 30, 16. So I do actually get more life out. So if I do this over and over, I do get more stuff. It does work out just very slowly. Well, there are books here that I can read. Ah, that's always a shame. I read some books in the library at Scarlet Monastery. Scarlet Library, rather. But, unfortunately, because OBS stopped recording, I could actually read you the Titan book, which explained a bit more about the Titans. So, yeah, that was a bit disappointing, but hey ho. And the quest is vulnerable again, so mount up, because we've earned the right to mount. Literally just to travel a meter. It's well worth it to do so. What was it? Yeah, so anyway, so in Warcraft the races are a bit more I'm not going to say nuanced as such, but in fact I think they're a bit more well defined, and like because they are so, I guess, homogenous in a way. And I'm not saying this is an insult, but I'm saying this is like an observation. Like for example, the Tauren all live in the Barrens. They live here in Mulgore. So you start roughly here, I think, and then you go, and this is your capital city, somewhere here, which for some reason isn't Thunderbluff, they are. So they live up here. Yeah. They have all these great spires or whatever. And bear in mind as well, the scale is different in the lore to the game. So like a walk from here to here is about a day. That in game time is about 3 to 5 minutes. The orcs live here in Durotar, in Orgrimmar. And yes, you do have other, like the trolls and things like that, Tauren. You will especially have that in Catalysm, where everyone sort of has, like, you have like the Tauren district and the Troll district and the Goblin district. The Goblins as well have their own motivations and whatnot that are pretty much uniquely their own. It's like Goblins are very much interested in neutrality because they like to sell to both sides. They always like to come out on top, but was it Gazlo who was of the Ratchet? The Ratchet Goblins, and he was like, we actually like the Horde. We believe in some of the good they do. We want to help them. There are goblins that work for the Horde or are allied with the Horde, and that's I can't remember the guy's name, but they have a leader, and that's the Bilgewater Cartel, because goblin tribes are cartels basically. Okay. Let's have a look. Can we have a look at this stuff? No, we can't. So, crates filled with leaflets. Down, see you later, Gina.
Safe travels. Good day to you.
Okay, so distribute the leaflets to the guards. Can we read the leaflets? Oh. It's been altered to embarrass the Theramore deserters.
Hey there.
You look like an intelligent person. Why don't you give one of these leaflets and give it some thought?
Be careful.
Hey, thanks. Seek a Theramore with citizens will for you to juggle at all hours of the day? What is this nonsense? This is a joke, right? See, this is how you beat an enemy. You don't necessarily portray them as like this is how who was the guy who made the producers, and he had all those springtime for Hitler and all those sort of things. He took the piss out of Nazis, and that was way more effective than doing some sort of allegory, like I don't know, like Star Wars and the Empire, or again like the Black Templars of 40k. You don't make them look cool and inspirational. You make them look pathetic. You make them look like a joke. Yeah. It's all very well and good denouncing someone's ideas and whatnot, but if you want to make sure that an ideology doesn't really blow up, you make it look pathetic and silly. You know, you humiliate it.
For the Alliance.
You have Hitler doing a fucking drag show or whatever on stage, that sort of thing. As a deserter, you'll enjoy activities like tethered swimming and dog grooming? How ridiculous. Like, this is obviously just like a very toned down version, but yeah, it works incredibly well, because if you make something look edgy, there's a lot of people who will unironically enjoy that edginess. You make something look silly, and all of a sudden they don't want to be associated with it. Because who wants to be that guy, you know?
How are you?
Well
See
met.
you later.
See you around.
I just want to see how many they came up with. But no, it's quite an effective strategy.
Greetings. See you around.
So lots of desserts with the agitators. Yeah. The fun purchase of Helljar. Yeah, to be fair, like. yeah, the hair gel is very real in this game. Look at that mighty hair. See what I mean? Oh, the anime hair gets worse. Don't you worry. Like, actually, there's not much anime hair in this game.
Need help? Have a good one.
Let's have a look. This is a fun little quest. I like quests like this where you don't actually have to do any fighting. To establish the chicken is the official terrible. Oh dear. Yeah. It's like, would you take them seriously? No. Because unfortunately, a lot of people who say, oh, they're just trolling, whatever, it's like Schrodinger's arsehole. It's like someone says something offensive and they say, oh, it was only a joke. It's like, no. It depends on the audience, doesn't it? Yeah. It's, yeah. So, yeah. Yes, you really can screw up
Good day to you.
a lot of ideologies by making them look silly and weak and pathetic. Gravity Roya Booty Bay, interesting, okay. Let's have a look. Who else can we give propaganda to? I want to spread it out. This is what's going to have the best impact. The answer is spreading it everywhere. You guys.
You need something? Have a good one.
See 50% of dessert under. You sort of see it in Wolfenstein: The New Order as well. I think it was that was the second new Wolfenstein game, wasn't it? After like the Old Blood, was it The New Order? It was basically the second one where it's like you're in America. And forgive me, I haven't played that one yet, but it's like the idea like there's Nazis going up to the KKK and saying like you're actually embarrassing us because, you know, like you think you're the superior race and all that sort of thing. Like he's probably humiliated someone like they're German and things like that. And the KKK think they're the good guys or whatever. That they're on the side of the Germans. It's like no, you're not.
Have a good one. Safe travels.
And it's the case of
See you
that
around.
even they are embarrassed to be around. And that's the key word, it's embarrassment. I've taken a question, I didn't read the contents, this is what happens because I get lost. What's Haunting Which Hill? The end of the Deserters. Okay, so Gavis Grey Shield. So, the locals have reported the Deserters base of operations as a ship moored on the South Isle of the southeast of the docks, arresting their leader Gavis Grey Shield. Finding within the ship commenced to surrender. Huh? Oh, I was going to say, why are my feet bare? That's because my armor's... Oh, shit, a load of my armor's broken. Okay, let's get that fixed up. Where can we... I think the smiths are down here. But yeah. Embarrassment is the keyword. When you can embarrass people, or when people find your ideology embarrassing, they don't want to be part of it. It's Gabriel Morton of a great series of Let's Plays by, by him and Yahtzee Croshaw, the reviewer. They did on Yahtzee's personal channel, where he's also announced he's going to release some books soon. It's just like we'll save the galaxy for food. We'll leave the galaxy for food. We'll do this and the other. And it's like they seem really good because he's a great writer as Yahtzee. He does fantastic stuff, and his sci-fi is incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wish I could give you more buffs than just water breathing, but hopefully that helps. So, we're going to make the very, very long swim. No, we don't. Not from here, we don't. Oh, we've leveled up as well. So, yeah. So yeah, anyway, so Yahtzee and Gabe, they were saying that like there's this idea of the man covered in shit, and you can make a point, a really good point or whatever, and people are watching you and make this point. But then if someone comes up to you and says, "I agree with him," and he's a man covered in shit, people are going to associate your view and your cause and your ideas not with your view and your cause and your ideas, but with the man covered in shit. Because do you really want a man covered in shit supporting your ideology, sort of thing, you know? Oh, it's like the whole Nazi bar thing, you know? You have a bar, and there's a Nazi there, and there's a Nazi bar, because he brings his Nazi friends. And you've got to really put an end to that. It's very easy to get complacent. I must admit I'm quite a passive person, so I need to deal with that. And this is one of my worries, is that one day I'll be in a situation where I see someone like that and realise I need to do something about this because no one else will. I hope that day never comes, but unfortunately I think it may. I just hope that I will be ready along with other people to do something. I appreciate this has got rather political. These videos sometimes do. I sometimes save the videos of politics to the ones where the game is about politics. So if I were to play Disco Elysium, I would absolutely be talking about the politics of that game, and probably my own thoughts on things. Because I love Disco Elysium. I think it's a great RPG, and I think it's one of the few games that has actually done political discourse that was entirely shit, basically. So if I'm going to draw aggro, I might as well just use something. I like how he was retreating. He was running away in fear, so he swam downwards. You can taunt him anytime, you know. It's really fine if you do. It'd be okay if you taunted him. Yeah, if you just want to taunt him, that'd be fantastic. I'm doing this purposefully to not have aggro. Okay. I appreciate I'm putting a lot of dots on this guy. So I can't expect Vanzas to do all the work. Come on. Damage output's really good since I've put it. Steady income of health. Yeah, I appreciate being too political might turn people off, whatever, like. You don't want to talk about it, you don't want to hear about it. That's understandable. I completely understand. Just that we've had local elections lately in this country, so it's interesting as well, but surprisingly, really low votes turnout. I get it, like if you don't want politics on the channel, whatever, that's fine. I totally appreciate you saying that, because at the end of the day, you want to get away from that. And I will say as well, I appreciate as well if you don't want to be browbeaten, just be told all the time, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. It's like, yeah, we know that. That's why I want to keep it, that's why I'll do that in real life, and not just perform about it online. How did we get onto the subject of some affiliation with making a deserted son? Which I stand by. It is very effective thing to do. To make me look sick. Yes, as I'm playing this, I am more tempted to play the classic. I'd love to do that and do a video series on it, but I'd probably just burn out twice as fast. Yeah, the candle that burns twice as bright burns. And you might say putting it in that order is rather pessimistic, but the fact remains that the candles can burn, you know? So, yeah, I'd rather actually just take my time with it. You know, I had a bit of a trip down memory lane yesterday, because I looked at the achievement for TBC. I found it really fascinating. Because it reminded me of what you had to do to get to the raid Mount High. The highest raids
Inventory
in
is
the game.
full.
I think it was in the base game, or... No, was it the base game? I think it was the base game. I can't remember. Point is, I remember you had to do a fair amount to get there. Can I disenchant any stuff? I'm busy looting, okay. Anything I can enchant? I seriously need to start uploading some stuff. Really genuinely do, because I'm running out of space now. Right. Okay, so we're going to do a red line. Some life fun. Left tank. Not much masonry channels do walls. Yeah, channeling is weird. I love channeling, but yeah, apparently the evoker class in retail is a very channel heavy class, which I really like the idea of. What? It is roughly the same as dots, in the same way they're like pets in the modern game, as far as I can tell. Pets post-capitalism. Just shocking. There we go. I surrender. Stay your blade. I will go with you. Just spare my men. They're good lads. I've only made a mistake. Yeah, about that. You've only got one left. Oh, shire. So they're looking into the water with me. Good job out of water, really. One thing I like about exploration on all of these older RPGs, especially on the world ones, is you will just randomly find treasure. Which I like. You'll just randomly find treasure at the bottom of the ocean floor. You sometimes have it, wow. Where it's like you've got no reason to be this far out, but you'll do it. You'll see it. I also like that there. You'll just see monsters around. Any particular reason, who knows? They might be part of a quest. But no, they're there because it's part of the world. They're not there for you to kill as such, they're there because it makes sense for them to be there in the world. So, yeah, I like that attitude in game design. It was one of the big factors with Morrowind. Like, Morrowind was a massively community-made game because so much of the stuff that went on the forums was put into the game. The lore was written by the players. That's why it's one of the most distinct Elder Scrolls games, and you're probably never going to get that feeling back again. Because you could talk to Todd Howard and I think Pete Hines and all the other sort of staff on there that weren't there. You'd be talking to them and all the quest directors. It was, what was his name now? Not Michael Moorcock. I forget the name of the guy who everyone said was on mushrooms and crack and everything else. And he's writing like Keem, Godhead and all that sort of
Good
thing.
day to you.
And he wasn't, he's just a good writer. And yeah. We can get rid of... I don't really want to get rid of too much because I do like stuff. The other items. Leather. Crossbow. Wow, crossbow's cool.
Safe travel.
Nice that you're actually going to get a crossbow because that's not often. Yeah, I see range weapons. But that would be like, and strength as well, so that's going to be 5 armor, intellect, stamina. Well, yeah, it's not. Oh no, it looks like shit though. No, I want my other hat. I'll lose everything just to get that fucking hat back. That's cool. This is why transmog needs to exist. Oh, good god. Anyway, we're level 35. We are halfway to the max level, at level 70. Which is nice. We will slowly but surely... Yeah, slowly but surely getting there. They really genuinely are. And that's a wonderful thing. It's nice feeling that getting further ahead in the game. Because I really don't want to... I could go to Ratchet. I'm just thinking about bank. Is there a mailbox nearby? There should be one at the end, yeah. Right, let's send some stuff. To... Johnny Just. What can I send him that's actually going to be useful? Send him a bag. He's not going to get to level 27 anytime soon, so... So I'll just send that just to make some room in bags. I'm just using him as a... I really should make a bank cult, to be honest. What else can I send him? Can't send food. Guess I can send that. Yeah, I think that's going to have to do for the time being, just to clear out some room and bags until... Because I can't really do much enchanting at the moment. So... Right, we've got a quest over here as well, so the old lighthouse. So we need to go. So yeah. So we're making progress a little bit, surely. Out of curiosity. In fact, are there any groups for dungeons going right now? Scout library. There's one person for resident downs. One person there who's listed himself as a tank and damage dealer. Tank. Yeah. Okay. So I've walked past the lighthouse, haven't I? It's right over there. Okay, so... Okay, so there's going to be a gruel group. Okay, since it's all the content, this is how it's going to be handled until someone wants to take a raid leading. Yeah, data contents. 14th is when phase 2 hits. Right. Yeah, so we are quite far behind. We're halfway there. I mean, it's okay, because there's going to be other content to do. It's just, it would be really nice to actually see some of the raids. But yeah, the new raids are coming out soonish.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, and I can use all the help you can offer. My first priority is going to let pre live.
Alrighty then.
For sure. Oh no, I do a ship skill functions. What was
Seeing you.
turning a nose up at the technology there of using oil. What's wrong with just using an explosion? Fritz the cat. Oh dear. I'll tell you what, I'll give you and... your cat water breathing, and I will go over this way.
I need to get closer.
I'll have to see if any of the alt groups are running any of the old raids. Because I would love to, I genuinely want to see. Oh wow, a Threshodon Fang. That's a weapon, that's actually kind of nice. A Paladin can't use it. Well, my warrior probably can. What, my warrior? Yeah, because like, I've noticed like, I'm actually really enjoying daggers on warrior. Playing like a Tauren rogue. Fury warrior with daggers. But yeah. It's really cool.
I can't cast that yet.
Because the thing is, a lot of, especially a lot of these early leveling items, you've got a sword and a dagger that both have the same stats. Oh, dagger's faster. That means you're technically going to do more damage each time, each combat, because you're doing more attacks.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think Siphon Life gains more life the more effects there are on someone. More life versus effects. That's good.
I need a target.
Another Fang. I'm now in access shards, so we'll go with that. Oh nice, we've done that quest. Great, okay. So I'm back. So, one of the good things I guess about this journey is that we are not rushing. I would love to see the high level content. And the thing as well is, like, there's a sale on for level boosts. I'm thinking, should I get one? And on the one hand, it's like, yeah, I kind of do want to get one just to actually see the content before it gets outdated. Well, it's going to be in 3 days' time. I say outdated. Is it out? I keep saying this with relevance, and I have to remind myself of this as well. It's like, what about it is irrelevant? Have you seen the content? No, that's still relevant to you. It, like, for example, Molten Core, even when I'm level 70, is going to be relevant to me if I haven't done Molten Core, because I want to see Molten Core. I want to run that raid. But it's...
Can I help you?
yeah, it's not
Have a
relevant by
great
relevance
day
in terms
now.
of loot, but that's okay.
Goodbye for now.
Desolate denizens of the deep, okay? Okay.
Right.
Bring a book to someone called Michael Crow. Cool. What's this one for? Is it spread by 17? That's probably going to explain why I haven't been running out of mana lately. So yeah. But yeah, I'm playing lots of different alts and whatnot. It's not I'm not enjoying Druid at the moment. It's that I really don't want to do the leveling zones. I might stick to leveling exclusively through dungeons with them. Better chances, better loot, some more experience gain. I just am not interested in some of the questing locations.
Hello. You need something? Have a good one. See you later.
Okay.
Safe travels.
Okay, Nat Pagel, okay.
Have a
We're going
good
to see
one.
Nat Pagel. So, Nat Pagel, I think, is a pistake of Pat Nagel, who I think was one of the devs. He was either one of the devs or he's a famous fisherman. And Nat Pagel becomes one of the most iconic Warcraft characters. Not as iconic as the obviously the most famous fisherman of the world, who goes, "Nice day for fishing, ain't it?" But he's close. He's very close to being that cool. He's not that cool, but he'll be close to being that cool. Right, so I need to be on the mainland, don't I? Right, so just basically make a very long way around. And getting those fork tongues as well on the way. A lot of these zones, they're fucking miserable. Like, if the colour palette was all like this, I wouldn't mind so much. But when you start getting properly into it, like here, and you're out in the sun, and the skybox changes so it's orange and it's so fucking gloomy. I hate it. I hate it. It really, it makes questing so miserable. Like, if you don't like a zone, it's going to make questing miserable. So yeah. But yeah. So phase 2 of Burning Crusade, what's that bringing? So it's going to bring the Black Temple raid. Let's have a look. Phase 2, TBC, Classic. Let's see. What's that bringing? It's gonna bring... So, on the 14th of May, it brings... Oh, good, a hostile threshold. Well, thanks for that, mate. Well, don't flag it, so don't worry about that. Might as well get up here. It is bringing... The Eye and Serpent Shrine Cavern, Ogrilar, Shatari Skyguard Daily Content, New Pressure Recipes, Druid Swift Flight Form, and Arena Season 2. The Eye. So, hang on a second. Oh, Black Temple comes out in Phase 3. Okay, in the summer. Right, so, okay, so it's Serpent Shrine Cavern. Oh, shit, okay. So I think, actually, Black Temple was the raid that came out after Serpent Shrine Cavern. No, before Serpent Shrine Cavern was finished. So Serpent Shrine Cavern was released, and then people hadn't cleared it.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello there.
Yeah, what do you want?
I love those pauldrons. Honestly, that's one of the coolest character armors I've ever seen.
Be good. Have a good one.
Right, I can't really help you much.
Careful out there.
Oh, yeah, you buffed me. Okay, what's that then? Drone back. Ah, cool. Just assault. Oh, well, they're far too high. So I'll leave that. I really do need to find that pig. Look at that quest text when we do that quest. Alright, so it's not a harmful effect, so I've got nothing to worry about that. So yeah, so Serpent Shrine Cavern, and that's with Lady Vash, and she's a Naga, and her fight was so difficult, I think as well there were loads of bugs with it, that it was basically impossible to do the fight before the new content released. And I think, oh, was it the raid? Yeah. So people were trying over and over again to kill this boss, and they couldn't. They couldn't do it. Hello.
Hello. Hey there.
It's a dwarf priest who's levitating. Interestingly. That's bad about fishing. It's a slow pace. It gives one time to think, reflect on past events, plan for future ones. Oh, it sounds like a great excuse to drink heavily.
See you around. Have a good one.
Okay. I don't know about Teth there. Oh, yes, I do. Uses new Teth. Ooh, Dark Moon Special Reserve.
Safe travel.
Carrying.
Great.
How are you? See you later. See you around.
Think.
How kind of you.
So. Let's have a Void Walker. So we're going to test the bait. That's only fucking quest going.
What do you want from me?
That's bargain. That wrecked ship. The southwest. Well, that to me doesn't look like a wrecked ship or southwest. It'd be nice if I could actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Ah, I can just see it under all those bags there. Mudrock tongues. Is this a fishing quest by any chance? Ah, right, okay. So it's those things that we killed earlier. That I willfully ignored. No, that's not them. Never mind. Well, anyway, we're near where we need to be. I'll just try and find the safest route there. Yeah, so Lady Vash wasn't killed before the new raid came out, and I find that really fascinating. Like the top guilds in the world couldn't beat the game.
That spell is ready. That's still recharging. I'm out of range.
I want to give you water breathing.
Good day to you. Have a good one. See you later. Safe travels. See you around.
So, paint Bob. Shoe bobber. So yeah, so it's inconceivable to me today that like a game would release content when others haven't finished the previous lot of content that you've just added. And these guilds tried their best. They were not slacking off. They were not just protesting and oh, you know, I can't, so I'm giving up. Like these guilds would spend hundreds of tries on this boss. And I think one of the big problems was the boss wouldn't spawn, or there was some sort of bats that weren't despawning, so they weren't going away when you died. The fight wouldn't reset properly, so it was just wiping people out all the time. And the guild repairs alone. So I've been watching a lot of world first race analysis and a review and things like that, and rumination, and I find it deeply fascinating. I really do. Like, I've never really cared much for raiding, but seeing it there and those people's experiences and whatnot, the uproarious cheer and the comments of it happening as well, it's magnificent. It really is truly magnificent. This means the quest has begun. So hopefully I can hand this in and I can get invited to it. Because I need to do the prerequisite quests. But yeah, can't find a man has a spawn. So I have to wait for this quest to be done. I can't help this person, I can't do anything. So we kind of just gotta sit here and wait. Which sucks, can't even hand the quest in. Did I start my talent point? Oh dear. So I did have a plan, but I can't remember what it was. So, oh, was it just going down here? Yeah, increase the damage dealt or life drained by your shadow spells. So that's doing 75. Cool. Combat log. Excuse me. Frost save him out. I love that. Oh yeah, the one of the first mounts I did through dailies was in Winter Spring. So here you find a Winter Spring cup and you tend to it every day. And you go find food, you look after whatever, and eventually at the end of like 30 days, or it might not even be that to be honest, you have, I think it goes from a pet to a mount. That's one of the most gorgeous mounts in the game for the time. So the Raven Lord. I think I got the Raven Lord quite early on in my farming adventures. I think, or did I give up on it? I can't remember. Yeah, the Reigns of the Raven Lord. The Raven Lord is one of the best mounts in the game. It's a random drop from a dungeon. I think it was Occam doing. Oh no, Sethic Halls I think it was. And you did it on Heroic and you had to kill the extra boss. And got a return. A bird mount.
Greetings.
I'll let you hand it.
See you later.
Right. I kinda need you to, I don't know if you're just sat there. Right. Thank you, because if I hand in... Sorry, mate.
Be careful. See you around.
So they're also going to take down Tether. Lighthouse is going to illuminate it. Marksman take a position. Like how the music stopped. Mortars is going to draw its attention. Most interesting thing. I think it's more interesting to watch than it is to actually play. Oh, is it one at a time? Like, where's Jaina in all this? Like, she's one of the most powerful mages in the world. She combos right away. And you're telling me she can't help me out here? Oh, it interrupts his water ball as well. There we go.
What can I do for you? Hey there. What can I do for you? Greetings. Have a good one. See you later.
Oh! Don't notice that. Sorry, I just had to accept, like, complete that quest as quickly as I could. Because I needed to get the gear and go. That's what we've got there. We've got a tunic. Whoa! So, 11 intellect. I'm losing a lot to that. So it wouldn't really be worth it for me to wear it over the... Mind you, what am I wearing now, actually? It's healer's robes. I do get more out of intellect and spirit, so I'll have that. Oh, and I can get some enchanting gear done, so let's have a look. So... Oh, no, I don't want to disenchant it, so... My absorption. 10 points for damage absorption. Here's the mana by 5. Well, given that I have... How much mana? How much mana do I have? 2,533. I don't think that's really going to help me. Let's have the absorption. Anything else? A giant cloak. Okay. I've got anything here I can enchant. Any chest armor, any braces, anything? No. Again, really fucking stuck with this amount of stuff I can actually do. Okie dokie. Right, let's horse up and do some quests. Look at what I've got lost. Actually, I'll mail these daggers off to someone. I just wonder if I doubt it being used. I'm a warrior. Oh dear. With a whacker. With a witch. I don't know if you can use daggers. Use some daggers there. Level 11. Right, what else can I give you? Can I give you... I think you're doing jewel crafting, so I don't think there's anything here that's really nice. Oh. No, I could put those in the gold bank. But I'll do it later.
That's bound to me.
I'll tell you, anything that's not soulbound that's gear, I'll send over to someone else. Because this is a piss take now. I really don't have much room. Right. Oh. Deep armor. Love that. Wow. Got those hands of the Falcon. Nice. Cutthroat set. Cool. So let's keep on moving on. So it'd be interesting because I wonder how the phase 2 is going to go instead of Shrine, Covenant, and the Eye. I don't remember the Eye as such. I want to say that the Eye was it the 3 raids that were in? Were they? Yes, I think they were over here. The eye raids are over there. No? Yes? Tempest Keep. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. Interesting to see. Yeah, Surface Track Heaven. I've only ever really sort of seen that in soloing. Eh, they done the actress one then. Yeah, the eye, I can't. It sure will be interesting though to see how that turns out.
I can't do that yet.
The demon. Oh, a demon. That is interesting.
That spell.
I'm gonna bother with the delicious cave mold because yeah, it is a lot more appropriate food item, but yeah. What's I do about? Not just necessarily WoW stuff. Because I normally have a lot to talk about. Oh, I saw Sheep Detectives. The Sheep Detectives. PG-rated film. And you know what? It's actually really funny. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big softie. And I think I am becoming more in tune with my emotions, I think, and allowing myself to moments. I cried twice during the film. Because it was such a wonderful film. I just like letting it out. And just like not being ashamed of crying, I think has helped. It's a film about fucking sheep. No, don't take that the wrong way, right? It's not a film about fucking sheep. It's about sheep solving crimes. And it's... I mean, I'd be crying if it was about that, but yeah, I loved it. I thought it was. I loved them all. I thought it was great. It was really good. The Sheep Detectives, based on a book by a German author. I think it was called 3 Bags Full, and I was translated from German rather. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes. It was very funny. I had a lot of laugh out moments. And it was very clever, I will say, in places. It is very Agatha Christie, and like, not to do her any injustice by comparing the Sheep Detectives with Christie, but it was, yeah, it was very interesting, and I I will be looking to see what other works they've done. The
That's still recharging.
producers and directors. Because I loved it. I've been trying to go to the cinema more lately. It's surprisingly cheap a hobby. Like, I wouldn't make it a regular thing. I try to maybe get like one cinema trip in it. It's like, because like the tickets are cheap. It's like £7 to see a ticket. So it's not terrible, but where it gets you is the food. The popcorn and the drinks. The bliss refills are a godsend. But my god, the... Oh. It's like nearly 20 quid for popcorn and a drink. And a snack. Another snack. That's where they make their fucking money. But yeah, I hope cinemas don't die. I love them. Great places for date nights.
Not enough mana.
If you're like me, where you're a very shy person and socially inept, you've got it's a good place because you get to sit in silence, kill some time, and then you got something to talk about afterwards.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Nice day out. I must admit as well, this is a weird thing about me as well, I actually like watching the trailers. I've come to realise how much I like watching the trailers. Like, I don't like watching trailers on YouTube, cinema, where it's absolutely booming and it's really in your face and the colours are just all perfect. Yeah. Well, you know what? Not too bad. It's too late for the Jarl. For the Jarl, rather. He's too strong. So yeah. But no, I like watching the trailers because there's so many films that I would never have bothered to watch or would have missed.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, it's down. Yeah. I'm not even going to bother with this frog leg one, to be honest, because it really is just an arseache. Oh yes, of course, the demon, I just remembered. Because you can't tab target. They're critters.
Hello. Have a good one.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Greetings. for the Alliance.
Cool. I'll have the camera right close so I can see where these frogs are. It's not the worst question in the world, to be honest, but... I'm trying to find the frogs. My foliage setting's on quite high, unless it's reset them. Yeah, my settings were reset for some reason. Weird. Possibly just not right, maybe or changing. Stuff. Add-ons, that's the word I was looking for. So the guys in the guild are talking about heroic dungeons. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I'm just still in the chat. I don't like the sound of them out. I don't really like being surrounded by 3 fucking things. Oh no, oh fuck this. I'm off. Spatial awareness is my... What is this? Have I just... I was gonna say if I just re-pull that thing. I get far away enough to get that refund. Funds lost. There we go. So, what was I saying now? What was I saying? So the guild's talking about heroic dungeons. So, there are 3 difficulties to dungeons as of Retail WoW. You have normal, heroic, and mythic. There was during Mr. Pandaria a challenge mode dungeon, CM dungeons. CM dungeons are challenge dungeons with time attacks. They're basically you can clear the dungeon at a certain time, and you get, I think it was, you get like some sort of token that you would redeem for a piece of gear that was purely cosmetic and it was for transmogrification purposes.
I can't cast
And that was...
Inventory is full. It's too far away.
So, all dungeons in Classic or in Vanilla are normal difficulty. But some of them could be done as up to, I think, 20 people. 20 people in a dungeon. Or up to 15. It's like Zul'Gurub and Zul'Farrak. You'd have like 10 people in those dungeons. Because they were meant to be like a mini raid almost. They're like the crossover between a raid and a dungeon. So you'd have those. Then you would have... mystery meat. The thing about mystery meat is it always comes from crocolisks as well, so why they call it mystery meat, I have no idea. So yeah, and then as of Warlords of Draenor, Mythic Dungeons were a thing, or was it in Shadowlands? No, it was in... It's important. They had mythic dungeons. Mythic difficulty, I think, was added to Siege of Orgrimmar. Ah, that's where flex raiding came in. I did say I was going to talk about flex raiding at some stage, so I'll talk about it now. Flex raiding was, instead of having hard lines between 10 and 25 man raids, you'd have flexible raids, and the idea was that you can have up to 20 people. So 25 man raiding was no longer a thing. It was only going up to 20 people. So what would happen is you would have 20 you have up to 20 people, and the more people you had in the raid, the stronger the boss would be. So the idea was that you would have to downsize your group to the point where you've got enough people to not bring you into the next bracket of difficulty. And heroic raiding would still exist. Again, 10 and 25 man, normal and heroic. And there's also mythic raiding as well. That's like the ultra extreme. We don't expect to this. So yeah. Yeah, Challenge Punch came and went. I missed it. I didn't do it. I wanted to. I should have got a group together, but stupidly, I just thought, no, I'd rather just complain about it and expect it to be queued for, because you would have the matchmaking system for anything but that. You actually gather a group manually like you do in Classic WoW.
What can I do for you? Need help? Be careful. Light bless you. Be careful. Light be with you.
What can I do for you?
I can't attack that. I can't attack that target. I can't attack that. I can't attack that target.
That's demon. Just by having a typical undead model is
Well met. Light bless you.
Travel tunic. That's probably gonna be the next upgrade for me.
For the Alliance.
Okay. We now have some items that we can enchant. Like the tunic that I've just suddenly lost somewhere. There it is. So I will be losing spirit if I wear this, but I do get stamina. Stamina's better for me, I think. So, oh shit, why did I... The wrong enchantment now. Dickhead. Right. The thing about these frogs is I'm not getting XP for killing them. So what that means is it's not really helping me level up at all. But then again, it does preserve my rest XP for when I need it for things. Big chunks of level up. think I wasn't actually going to bother with this quest because it's actually alright. Once you can see them hopping around, then yeah. Because you can't tab target. Because they're critters. So they don't... The tab targeting system is going to target them because it doesn't want to get in the way of them. There's a dungeon, I think it's not Zul'Farrak, I keep forgetting what the name is, in Wrath of the Lich King. It's the Troll Dungeon. I think there was only one. And there's loads of snakes slithering around, so if you're relying on tab targeting, instead of like clicking on monsters like this, and you're using tab, you're pressing the tab button, to find them, there were loads of snakes on the floor. So, and they're not critters. So you tab target and you're cycling through every single one of them, and it's a pain in the fucking ass. Very nice indeed. Ooh. Hit rating expertise. Oh, that was another thing as well. Gearing up in later expansions. This is a big thing in... Oh, so it's Catalysm. You could also say for MOP as well. If you want to gear up quickly, at max level, you just do a lot of PvP. Turn your honour in for gear. It's a great way to get from level to D5. You use heroic gear out of free. Just buy some other stuff. In fact, let's have a look. Play versus player. I've still only got these dungeons. Battlegrounds. I think Alterac Valley is going to be a level 60 thing. Which is going to be a shame because I really don't like it. Or is it? Because Alterac isn't far. What was that? It's level 40 odd, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, level 40 plus, so... Your blood off, I can't give you my boon, I'm afraid. Not the faction for it. Let's see, I don't have tales to tell you from my times in WoW. I should have lots, especially in Catalysm. Which all the time my account got hacked and it was used for botting. Goodness me, there should be some stories. I used to have loads. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think if there's any guild drama. I don't remember all of the details, but it was the story of, like, I was helping, let's say, a past acquaintance with a guild bank heist. Because their guild had been basically taken over by their brother, and so we loaded out. We offloaded all the gear from the guild, but all the money just withdrew it to ourselves. Yeah, because this guy was an arsehole, and we thought, no, fuck it. If our guild's been taken from us, then we'll do that. Yeah. Oh, that's a thought. I could talk for hours about social guilds like this one, but honestly, like, because social guilds, that's right. I think I need to preface this because this is probably gonna be a big, long talk, and this is gonna probably go on over the course of episodes as we continue to play the game, because it's a topic that's near and dear to my heart. Because my first ever guild was on Magtheridon EU, was a new player server, and those guys were called Blood Pack, and they were a social guild, and they were a really good bunch of guys. And there's many like them, where they really are just like basically you're just here for the guild chat. You know, you're not really going to play all that much together, but they were really friendly. They gave me lots of new player advice, and I love them dearly for who they were. I don't think they're around anymore. I imagine the guild's not even there in name. But yeah, but wow, what a great bunch of guys. They had like a red wolf's paw on a charcoal black background, and it was a really, really nice guild. Really nice people, and they were in a social guild. So what a social guild is basically there's not really anything expected other than just to have a chat in the group. Yeah, it's a place where you're probably not going to be doing any raiding. You might do some dungeons together, but otherwise it's just a place to talk to other people, like-minded individuals. Like the first guild we joined on here, which was suddenly going mental. It was like in episode 2. So that wasn't particularly great. Nice guy. There's another one. Cat. I saw a cat at my partner's place, like stalking a pheasant. But it was like, oh no, it's too big, I'm gonna run away again. And it just kept following it. It was quite funny.
See you around. Safe travels.
Okay. Ah, fucking hell. Unpopped eyes.
See you later.
We gotta get the eyes from. We gotta get the tongues from over there. The eyes over there. Yeah, let's have a go around that way. So, yeah, so all of these social guilds exist to basically just have a chat to the people there. And some of them, in fact, a lot of these guilds die. I remember, I think it was like, was it Phoenix Lords or something like that? I keep thinking it was Phoenix Knights, but that's a British sitcom. But there was one where, no, it wasn't that, I don't think. Was it them? Was it Phoenix? It was Phoenix. And we tried to do a raid. Standard 10 man, or no, 25 man raid. We couldn't do any of the bosses in Blackwing Lair. Any of them. And it seemed fairly straightforward. We outgeared it, we're all in like this little group gear. But I was like, this ain't happening. This ain't happening. And it's like, we tried like 4 times, we just gave up. Because we're not raiders, we just thought, let's do it, let's go. And a guy, bless him, who was really trying, he was just like, I can't do this, I'm really sorry, but I can't. It's like, he was pissed off. He was pissed off, but... And it was funny. I had a good time doing it, but I was just like, how are we not doing this, you know? And it was my first time there as well. I was like, I'm a hunter, so it was like my pets just doing everything they need to, and I'm just shooting away, just go through a rotation. La di da, and then he died and died and died because it involves. It's the sort of fight where it involves. Don't stand in the fire. If you do, we'll wipe us out. So what are people doing? They're standing in the fire. No boss mods, nothing like that. It's just plain old wiping to stupid shit. It's funny for me, but people weren't really seeing the funny side of it. It wasn't funny as in haha you're stupid. It was haha. It's just a silly thing that we'll get over. If we can kill one boss, we'll be alright. We could not kill one boss. Normal
I
mode.
can't cast that yet.
It's okay. But my god. My god, that was... that really was something. Had a good time.
And still recharging.
But yeah, that guild sort of...
That's
I noticed that quite a few guilds were trying this. Drama would break out because I stopped. After that, I was like, I'm not going to do any more raids with any social guild I joined. A lot of them tried doing that, and then they just fall apart. But there was this other thing as well, which was pretty bad.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
And so what a lot of social guilds were doing is they were raid guilds and said, right, we're at the thing of like think of it as like serfdom, where it's you've got or fiefdoms, where you've got your liege lord, those are the raiders, and then you've got the serfs at the bottom, who are just, you know, farming for their liege lord. All that sort of thing.
More mana.
That's sort of how a lot of social guilds were, where it's like you had raiders, and then you had the social guys at the bottom. And you might be like, well, what's the point? Well, in Catalysm, they introduced this thing where
It's too far
basically,
away.
whenever you earn gold in the game, a little bit extra of that goes into the guild bank. So it's not like a tax as such. It's just like, let's say I loot a gold coin, okay? 10 silver in addition to that gold. So I get the 10 gold. I get the full. No, I get. Alright, let me try again. I make 10 gold from killing a mob, alright? I kill the mob, and I get the 10 gold. Now, an additional 1 gold goes into the guild bank. So it's not that the game has taken any gold from me, it's that it's created more gold and put into the guild bank. And very quickly, what happened was people would spam invites, because what they do is they do... what's this? Who? They do this. So like in this area, they do this. So they go like, invite to guild. They do this. Invite to guild. Invite to guild. Invite to guild. Okay? That's what they'd be doing. And they go through the list of people in the area and they say, right, we're going to invite you to our guild. What does your guild get? Well, we get perks, we get this and the other, you get people to talk to, and you would get... and basically, like, they wouldn't even try to sell you on it a lot of the time, they just literally send you an invite. No whisper, nothing like that. And then they go into trade chat, and they'd say, oh, you know, we're so-and-so guild. We're here to try and get more members. And basically, they'd have loads of people, like up to 1,000 people. They'd take 1,000 people in your guild. And what they'd do is, they'd bring people into the guild, and as they were questing, money would just appear in the guild bank. And the whole point of it was to basically just make money for the guild. The guild leader could take whatever money they want out of it, and yeah, that was it. And there were guild levels and things like that. And basically it was a case of like, the members don't have access to this gold, only the officers and their guild leaders do. And some of these guilds were raid guilds, and they had a social aspect, basically to make sure that they had a passive income from the members, social members who weren't raiding, because they were questing and they get lots of loot, or they were selling their loot and things like that, and they were, you know, they were dungeon running and things like that, where you're going to get a lot of money. So that's how it worked back then. I think it's considerable changes have happened, but yeah, basically it was what Preachwood and other people would call cesspool guilds or parasite guilds, and I separate those from, I say, real social guilds. I appreciate how that sounds, especially if you've been in one of these guilds.
Can't carry anymore.
And the thing is, as well, it is so incredibly easy. Oh wow, an enhancement shaman. Watch that, look at that. You don't fucking care. Oh, is he two-handed shaman? Get in!
I can't cast that yet. I need to target something.
If I was in the over, I'd love to. I'd love to the end of the earth. It's two-handed shaman. Best shaman. If I could heal you there, I would, honestly, mate. Why am I doing that? There we go. Go on.
Isn't ready. I need more
I'll
mana.
chuck some afflictions on. Help you get your quest done. I have great respect for the two-handed shaman. Thank you, mate. Oh, he was probably killing him because he wanted the loot. You know, I'm going to stay out of your way, pal, because you want a quest. Oh, that's why you go that way. Good on you.
I can't cast.
Yeah, a good friend of mine from before. Toclo. Fantastic guy. And legendary PvP in my... Where's my body? Oh, it's all the way over there. Right, okay. So, yeah. I love watching those videos. 200 shown. I don't think it was really all that well supported after, to the point where it became eliminated, because it's like, no, you require dual wielding for this, rather than just one 200 weapon. Shame. More's a shame. But yeah, parasite guilds. They are terrible for the game health, in my opinion. And because you can start the game, and before your opening cinematic is even done for your character, like the humans are stomping, they're hardy people, you go doodle, and it's like, I'm gonna kill them, right? It will interrupt it, but as soon as you stop that cinematic, the first thing you will see in the center of your screen is a guild invite. And, you know, why wouldn't you accept? It's a bunch of people, they can help you. And if they call themselves a social guild or whatever, or they've added a message, why wouldn't you take it? You know? You know, the guild gets gold for my contribution, and I lose none of that money. And I can maybe one day access that. Hell yeah. It sounds so appealing, and then the thing is, people will spend their entire life in the game, in that guild, and not know any better. And they might possibly be denying themselves, unwittingly, it's not their fault, but they might unwittingly be denying themselves the experience of doing group content as a guild. Interesting, there's a spirit healer here. Oh. This is the Horde one, I'm guessing. Interesting. So yeah, so a lot of people unfortunately would never realise just how they are doing themselves out of the pleasure of a raid or the pleasure of dungeons as a guild. Because like here, doing dungeons with the Union has been phenomenal. I don't particularly want to pug. I've had too many bad experiences. I should remind people, pug is pick up group, where it's basically you get people from around the world, from around the game world, and you do it that way rather than doing it with an organised group. You just get whoever you can get for the rules you need. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I will accept wholeheartedly a lot of that comes down to my incompetence, that I've been burned.
Inventory is full.
But like I say, I don't want to have to go through that again. Oh, that's a shield, not a melee weapon. Yeah. Now, let's get this one done first. So before we walk it, and then we're good to go.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't carry anymore.
How am I drawing aggro for doing things to myself?
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Still stone, there we go. I've got the 20 eyes. Oh, nice, okay. Great, so... I really do need this one. Forked mudrock tongue. What is a mudrock? Mudrock turtles. Oh, in that case I'll go around the shores then. Because I'm not going to find them very much around this end, am I? Okay, that was my mistake. I would have done this quest a lot sooner if I knew it was the turtles. Because what they make up for in toughness, they lack in strength. So, that's all. But yeah, social guilds, they were unfortunately a plague, and it was a pity that you associated social guilds with the bad actors, who were just taking money for the guild bank from naive, unwitting and desperate players. Because social guilds are good, they have a place. Like, this guild is a social guild. This is exactly what I want to see from a social guild, where people are talking but also doing content together, and want to do quests together. Oh, you see a lot of leveling guilds, and people say, hey, do you want to level up together? It's like, no. I don't want to level up with you. I don't want to do stuff together. I didn't like that doing that before with people. I didn't like doing quests with other people. The first time I was playing WoW, yes. When I was doing recruit a friend, yeah. Because or refer a friend or recruit a friend. So basically what that is you both get experience points, so you and your referee get experience, like even more experience points, you get gear, you get a mount to travel together to like 2
What can I do for
which is
you?
really cool.
Safe travels. Have a good one. See you later.
Razor spines. Leveled up again. Nice easy choice here. We're gonna go with this one for Shadow Mastery. Reduce the damage dealt and life stolen. Yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with the leveling system of old, the talent system, because again, you end up with a lot of things like this. It's kind of boring in a way. And like, am I going to notice this 10% increase to my damage, or is it because of gear? And when gear gets so powerful, what's to say? While we're here, let's get regular sword. Got a sword. Sorry.
That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging.
Apparently it's 25%, so... Oh, nice, okay, because... that is a fish. So when you fish in, you can fish in all waters, you can fish in particular waters and get specific fish. It is a nice little thing to do, is fishing. It's probably one of the things I want to focus on at endgame when we're going out. But, yeah. Fishing is something that people greatly enjoy. In fact, I'd say it's one of the first activities you can point to in MMOs, especially World of Warcraft. It's like,
Inventory is full.
here's the proof that people do want. Oh, why the Black Mouths? Were they the ones that tell a special effect? They could do something. I can't remember. You can eat them and they... do they change your appearance or something? I genuinely can't remember what they did. Fairly certain there was something with them. I need to use it with a potion.
I can't carry anymore.
Might as well kill the Defiance.
I need more mana.
The path to mine.
I can't cast that yet.
I'll cast a Shadow Ball. I'll forward myself a Shadow Ball. Oh, good. I just need to reduce the cast time. It's not the talent to reduce the cast time. No. Ah, yes, later on. So, we'll look into that maybe. Chester. He's going for it. He's got swim form, so he's going to get it. Nicely done. I might as well make my way back up, because I think this druid's going to fucking so. Yeah, let's get my stuff on. Life is so much better now I've got that fucking
Not enough mana.
Siphon Life on now. Because it is one of my affliction spells, and I get more health. An additional 4% to affliction set to affect on the target. So that's still really good. Extra 4% per thing, so yeah. So 4, 8, 12, so I get an extra 12% life drain from Drain Life. That's pretty darn good. The Defias can't be asked of them. Yeah, we need to find out what's going on there, don't we, with the Defias? I do like the Defias plotline because it really does highlight just how the mundane of World of Warcraft can be a threat. Because, like, I don't think people appreciate enough just how big a threat they are. They're not just a bunch of disgruntled guilters. They have so many contingencies in place to make sure the Alliance falls. Stop. And the amount of effort you have to put into actually stopping the revolt. Yeah, you do one Defias dungeon. Again. With the Catalysm, I can't remember the full story with Catalysm, but basically, like, they sort of come back. But it's more because they want to eventually their original goal. I think they really are more contained to this thing. They're not really doing that much of this.
That's better.
So they're still not a minor threat, they're still powerful. They've got the shit still. But, and the dead mines, but... they're still dangerous. So we are over halfway through the leveling system now, so I would like to do a video talking about all the leveling zones we've been in, what things we've done, the classes I've played, but generally my thoughts so far are... so I've had a really good time with WoW. I've wanted to play more of it than I actually have played, so that right there is a good mark. But I've also been pacing myself a bit as well, with off time, to make sure that if I want to play a game, I'm not just playing it. Because it can be a bit much. That's why I play a lot of alts. Realistically, it's like I get to a point where I'm like, actually, I'm not doing that much damage. And I kind of need to slow down because the enemies are getting too tough. And I need to reconsider strategies like maybe buy some gear for the auction house or whatever, or craft some stuff. And maybe go, you know what? Like with Druid right now, Druid ain't really for me. Maybe it's just because of the zones I'm in, but I'm like, nah, I actually just want to level through some dungeons. But that's going to mean pugging, and I don't really want to pug. If it gets me through them. I don't know, because I think my group with... I don't think the Wailing Caverns with the game.
That's better. isn't ready.
Where's one of the cabins is or something else? One of the cabins. XP. Let's say the amount of travelling you do and the amount of enemies you kill. There really isn't that much XP for it. Like Shadow Ball is actually really powerful, it's just a shame it takes so long to cast. I'm gonna have to reduce the cast time. Reduce it by half. It's 2.5 seconds. Because that's 2 seconds. It's not bad actually, is it?
That's still recharging.
So 2.5 seconds is 3 seconds. Goblins having haste. Haste is your attack speed stat. It's a tertiary stat. So your primary ones are strength, agility, stamina, intellect, spirit. And then your tertiary stats are haste, crit. Expertise, that's it. I can't remember what expertise was, because that was skill, that's expertise. Skilling things is not Skilling daggers is massively low. Ones is all caught up there. Yeah, if you wanted to do that. Oh yeah, I think you saw the weapons trainer, and the weapons trainer would actually catch you up in your weapons skill, if you don't want to level up manually. Otherwise, it's a lot of going around and stabbing things. Halt. Oh, halt. That. Masterful pet control right there. Absolutely masterful. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about Warlock. How has it been? Because I'm now level 36. I feel really good about the Warlock. I think it's... I can understand why people have wanted... why the creation of them was throttled. Oh, nice. Is that 0 mana instant? It's an instant. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, it was so satisfying. What was that? Was that the... Nightfall. 4% chance. Turns a Shadow Trance. Reduces the cast time fully. So it makes the Shadow Ball instant. It's so good.
I need more mana.
And I'll health funnel into yeah. So, talking about the Warlock themselves, I'll probably go through each of the specs. Do. In general, I think Warlock's a great class because it's very self-sufficient. You have soul stones, you have health stones, it's keeping you alive. Even after death as well. Not many classes, if any, can say they get to come back. I think Shamans can come back unless it's a Wrath of the Lich King thing, where they have the ability to reincarnate. And it's really cool, but it's limited to like the Warlock's health stones. Other utilities include things like Ritual Summoning, the Eye of Killer Rock. I think you later get a Demonic Gateway and that sort of thing to help you teleport back and forth between zones. And what's not to love about the extra utility? It's one of the biggest considerations I think you should make when you're looking at a class to play. What does your class offer to a group if you're a group-oriented player? What does it offer you in terms of convenience if you want to fix yourself? So mages have portals, rogues have lockpicking and pickpocketing, you know, that sort of thing. There's not many classes that have huge amounts of utility. And so you kind of got to take what you can get, and if that's something you're interested in, then great, Warlocks have it in spades. They are quite a strong class, so Warlocks get a lot of damage over time stuff. So none of that helps me right now. So, Affliction Warlock, which is why I'm playing, I get access to Corruption and Curse of Agony, some of these other ones as well. The other curses are things that I can apply to players and enemies, and have various effects on how well that's me. Good, got to just in time because then I got to do things. So, oh nice, I get a free shadow once. Free one, but instantly. Well worth it to take because damage it does. Let's move on to his next target, very nice. Oh nice, another one. Am I casting Fear? Did I accidentally cast all the spell? But yeah, you get lots of different afflictions to put on targets. If you want to spec into it, then you get Siphon Life, you get more perks for Drain Life, you get more things for Drain Soul. There's lots of reasons to go into the affliction thing. It is my favourite. I think most Warlocks, I believe, are playing Affliction. I like Affliction because I love curses, I love plagues. It's why, in theory, I would love the Decay Death Knight, but I just never really felt it as such. But they did come with a cool bat pet, so that was alright. But oh, yeah, a lot of things like, oh, did they summon skeletons? So you can have a skeleton pet as well. It's really cool stuff that you got as a Decay Death Knight, but I don't know. I just think Warhammer Age of Reckoning had it best for like spells like Touch of Palsy. Oh, give a motherfucking polio. Magic polio. You know? That's loads. And like again, like retail does this really well as well. Warlocks get so many cool spells and things. Oh, you get Stable Affliction later as well. That's another thing that you're putting on an enemy to do horrific damage to them. It is a mana-hungry class. Most, you have a good amount of talents that will say we're going to reduce the amount of mana it costs. So for example, is it here? Do you have them here? No, it's mostly just time I think that's going to spend. Destruction has a lot of that. So Destruction is cool as well. That's powerful. You do have some AoE there. Rain of Fire, Hellfire, that sort of thing. It is very focused on fire. So where Affliction is more focused on shadow damage. And just more health damage. But yeah, that's just dead. So your primary damage dealing abilities are things like Shadow Ball and Immolate. You also get one as well called Shadow Ball. Yep. So that's gonna be like your Drain Soul ability, where if the enemy dies within 5 seconds of hitting them with that spell, you get a Soul Shard. and you don't really get a whole lot much else to work with. You get Shadow Bolt, you get Immolate, you get Shadow Burn, you've got your Hellfire, cool, but you're not really getting many more spells, I don't think. And it's fine. You get Shadow Fury.
I can't cast that yet.
Stuns enemies, it has a large cut, so it is a cool. So, Shadow Bolt, because it's quite, your spell's quite expensive, you're going to be using life tap a lot. But otherwise, a nice class to have. Quite simple. And again, incredibly self-sufficient. I think fire is going to be one of the most commonly resisted damage types in the game because a lot of the bosses in the game, it's the classic fire based, so you've got a lot of dragon bosses and fire. So.
Inventory is full.
As for demonology, I must admit I don't know enough about it. So demonology is basically, I'm not just going to delegate it to the pet spec. It's so much more than that because it is dealing with your human armor, it is dealing with your soul stones. Well, stones, you've got your amber stone here. Your fire stone. And don't get me wrong, a lot of it is pet stuff like Felguard. It's awesome. So, yeah. So if you love your pets and everything like that, and you want to keep them alive, great. Oh yes, the Fires and Dust one. This is a quest I've been to see for a while. Let's see this one as well. I just lost it in with all the other bags there, so we need to do this one, don't we? I think I probably can just kill this thing quickly. Let's do a health funnel into fences just to help the aggro. I'll watch the timers.
I'm out of range.
Can I invite into a group? Yeah, we're gonna get it first. What can I get rid of? I will get rid of maybe wool over my eggs.
I need more mana.
Okay, so we've got our quests. Some more to hand in, great. Our rest experience bonus is coming to an end, but that's fine. I would like to actually get to level 37. But yeah, I must admit I don't know enough about demonology in this version of the game. It was more in Catalysm or PS, especially Legionary as well, where I was more into demonology. But yeah, no, I love the Warlock, the classes, the specs are brilliant. I feel like a lot of the talents aren't, they don't feel useless, they feel useful in a number of ways if you're going for a certain build. and they feel necessary, so I don't think you're going to make too many bad choices when you're doing your build. You have a vast toolkit.
Good day to you. See you around.
Okay. Any of these actually useful to me? Okay. Equip and increase the damage. Actually, hang on. We have the way enchanting. So nothing about that is belts. Okay. Oh, I received both. Okay. What can I get rid of then? I'll get rid of the food.
See you later.
That's cool. I get 2 pieces of gear. You know what? I think because I'm combining 2 episodes into one, I'm gonna call it here because we've been recording for 2 hours. It will be shorter because of the previous episode being tied in as well. So I'll hand these quests in. We'll call it a break, and I might play some more tomorrow because I would love to get to. I would love to get to 37, but I do need a break. I do need to monitor my screen time. I need to make sure that I'm engaging on things as well. Like Sentinel that I put together yesterday that wasn't coming together because the instructions were shit. I'm not very happy about that. Really, I'm pissed off. So I've turned it to an object marker. Yes. I mean, it came with the Combat Patrol magazine, so not the most expensive object marker on the ground, and it does actually look kind of cool. So the idea is I'm going to make it look like the top half has been blown to smithereens because the plasma gun exploded. So I need to put a lighter to it as well, just to
Hey there.
plastic.
For the Alliance. Be careful.
Okay, surplus cargo.
Later.
Salvage diver.
For the Alliance.
Okay. Let's try this.
How generous.
So we've got a quest to go there, but we've got enough to get on with as is. So back to Theramorale, let's get to here. I might take a trip to Ratchet, but I don't need to record that. I might have to start opening some stuff as well. That's no good to me. It's a ring, so yeah, it's not worth it. Oh, one. I'd rather have 1 intellect than 3 stamina. Just the story of my life, really. Anyway.
You need something? See you around.
Yes, I do. Thank you for the walk. Now I'll try different cooking techniques. Okay.
Safe travels.
And books, you are free.
Have a good one.
Crab legs. Oh. The muck shells. Oh, so they're down here? We don't have to worry about that as such. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. But thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and we're making progress. It really does feel like we're getting over the hump. Because now we are level 36. We're halfway to level 37 pretty much. So that's looking good. And then I don't know where we go after that actually. That's why I stomach rumbling. I don't really want to do Ungara Crater. Oh, hang on a second. What new dungeons might we have? Alderman. And Scarlet Cathedral. So we need to do Scarlet Armory, Alderman, Razors Fen Downs, and Scarlet Cathedral. So hopefully there'll be some groups for that. Maybe later today. We'll see how I feel. But until then, I'm going to get off. Thank you for watching. Take care. Ta for now. And I'll see you very soon, I hope. Ta for now.